Hello, friends. Welcome to this live stream. And today we have a very interesting subject to discuss. And this is about what is happening in our industry, which is going to improve our user experience. And we are all fans of science fiction. And we have seen in Star Wars that the communication is so dramatic and so easy that you can be present via your hologram, and this is exactly what we want to talk about. We already know that the holograms are a reality today. There are several occasions where the laser drones are generating holograms up in the sky, and we can see various combinations of hologram being projected on top of our sky. So especially in India and all the large countries, people have experienced holograms. And this is exactly what we want to discuss today, that what is new happening in order to improve the hologram technology, how it can be used by a normal person, and what is a need for improving the hologram technology. This is the topic of discussion in our live stream today. Well, first off, the requirement. Why we need holograms? Simply because we are talking about a lot of mixed reality headsets and mixed reality glasses. The idea is that you will be able to experience the digital world along with your physical world, and mix of both, either completely, which is called virtual reality, or augmented, which is called augmented reality. That means you actually visit your family, friends, probably travel on recreation, etc., and you have to put on these glasses, and these glasses will give you a 3D projection of whatever you're seeing. So in a way, these glasses will remove a lot of the devices that we end up buying in our homes. First casualty of the AR VR headsets would be a television, because when you are able to see everything in 3D, and with augmented reality, who needs a TV on the wall? You can experience much better clarity and much better experience. Uh, and likewise, these headsets would come fitted with mobile built-in, with SIM slots, etc. So you don't have to basically spend in multiple devices. All you need is AR VR devices like this to carry on your business. However, there is one drawback here. I mean, this is very exciting, but there is one drawback here, very major one, which is that our eyes are converting 3D into 2D, and that's how the brain interpret. So we have two eyes, and when we look at it, the brain interprets 2D images, not the 3D, and the world around us is in 3D. So because we have two eyes, the overlapping images within our brain will actually reimpose the 3D way of understanding. So brain actually looks at 2D and then has its own software to convert 2D into 3D within the brain itself. Now with AR and VR devices, what we are doing is we are actually seeing things in three-dimensional. So there is additional work the brain will have to do, that when the brain is looking at 3D projections with the AR and VR devices, it will get converted into 2D and then again converted into 3D. This kind of a long usage of AR VR devices creates a lot of problem for humans, a lot of tiredness, and also a long usage of these AR devices will basically make you very tired and under stress. And therefore the answer lies in holograms. But the holograms will be like a natural view. When you look at things, it will be a holographic impression of whatever you're looking at. But to create a hologram, you will require a very high amount of processing power, a very good quality PCs, and requires multiple projection devices to and also laser. So it's not only computing power. To create a hologram in real life, it will also require a lot of energy. And we have all seen that this kind of image that you see in this picture is basically a scene from Star Wars, where a holographic image can be projected And in fact, you all know that in Star Wars, people don't see any screens of any sorts. There are no television screens in any spaceship, but they have this holograms. Simply because it is much easier for brain. It's much more intuitive. It's much more immersive, and you feel the real picture in real life at a far off distance, and it's in 3D, and your brain is actually not interpreting, converting, reconverting, and there is no stress on your eyes or brain. So in the fiction, we have seen this. In real life, we know that this requires a huge amount of processing power, and also very high powerful lasers to project from at least 5 directions, 5 different directions, to create this kind of an image. So usually in our real life scenario, we have been able to use the holograms at a very large scales in public gathering, in functions, but not at a small scale, because the machinery simply is not available to take care of your small scale deployment of holographic technology. It requires a supercomputing type processing power and multiple power sources to power your holograms. So it's a non-starter basically, because it requires a lot of investment, and also requires special machinery for you to be able to use holograms. And therefore, the latest technology is being deployed in today's environment, where there is MIT which is doing a research, and they want to basically create a low power hologram so that it can be incorporated into your mobile. So this research is being done at MIT, and they have got some breakthrough where they are saying that using mobile CPUs and only 1 MB of memory in your mobile, this new way of creating holograms will basically give the power of to any mobile to create a hologram. So you can actually keep that device on your palm, and then you will have miraculous images being shown in front of you. So actually, you don't have to you have to stop using your fingers to select different menus, whereas the entire menu system can be projected like a hologram in front of you, and you can just select what you want, pretty much like what you see in Tony Stark doing in Iron Man movies. So that kind of power or that kind of technology, MIT scholars are working on. They have got a breakthrough, and they will be launching this stuff very soon. And if this happens, then the AR VR devices will not be required in abundance. Rather, the holograph technology, or hologram creation of using only small CPUs and only 1 MB of memory will be sufficient to create different environment. All right, so basically this is what is happening, and if this happens, this is very exciting, and I really say kudos to MIT scholars to come up with this kind of technology. But how this is going to happen? I think they are using a lot of AI, and AI, as you know, is a learning program, and it learns, and as a process of learning, it's able to create an AI without using a lot of processing power. So that is the first thing. So they are using a lot of AI in order to create this holograms, which can be used as our audio visual input devices to our brains. And there are many requirements for this kind of system. There is a requirement in education, there is a requirement in healthcare. As you can see that using this technology, currently when we go to hospital, we have to go through multiple tests, and then the doctors will look at the report and then examine various reports. Whereas if this technology comes in, then all you have to do is make the patient lie on a table, and the entire projection of his interiors can be projected in front of the doctor. Doctor will then immediately identify what is wrong with him, and he can diagnose. So this kind of technology is very much on the card using this latest hologram, especially when the technology is being available at low processing, cost effective, and we don't have to basically spend a lot of money in conducting various tests. In fact, in the Star Wars, we have seen that these doctors in Star Wars carry, or even Star Trek, carry these handheld devices and they kind of scan the patient for problems. So similar to that, this hologram technology will be able to get the entire stuff out and immediately help doctors and health practitioners to diagnose the problem. Similar application can be done in education, in the area of education, where the teachers will be able to train their disciples about some engine parts or new technology and project those holograms in front of the students. So student need not actually create that instrument. When you can see that instrument moving in front of his own eyes in motion, so you can actually train your students in a very realistic environment, but using digital technology. So I think the future looks very exciting, and I personally feel that AR VR devices may be only intermediary step in our human evolution. Eventually AR VR will be replaced by holograms, and the holograms will be generated by small handheld devices which you can carry or in your watch or in your shirt, in a collar, and things like that. So I think this is where the future is going. So friends, I have one comment from Chandrasen, and he is saying that AI can already render 3D models, etc. And well, that is right, Chandrasen. AI can do that, but current technology of making hologram requires a lot of processing. Even though there is an AI, it requires a lot of processing and multiple laser projected devices to create a hologram. This latest study will create a hologram using the current technology of hardware. So that is why this is exciting. It's not that the AI was not capable. AI was capable, but this new technology, there is a new AI that MIT scholars are working on, and they are going to create AI which will use a simple processor of your mobile device, and mobile device with only 1 megabyte of memory will be able to create a hologram. So that is why this is so exciting. So friends, I've come to an end of my live stream. If you like this subject, if you like our topics, please share your thoughts and comments. And as always, thanks for watching. I will meet you tomorrow with something more interesting, more intriguing when it comes to business. Keep selling, keep rocking, and take care. Bye-bye.